Hello everyone and welcome to Toss Show, and today we actually going to play Final Fantasy VII Remake demo. I'm your host Toast. I don't know why I always have a problem to say my nickname. Maybe I shouldn't do it at all. Anyway, as you can see here, we're gonna play the Final Fantasy VII Remake demo, and this is not a live recording, because basically I had to use the recording system from the PlayStation 4 to do those videos. The annoying part of this was that every 15 minutes the recording was stopped. So what I tried to do is to somewhat connect the dot between all the different 15 minutes videos that I have, so I hope it's pretty good. But I'll see that with you right away, because I'm doing that voice narration on top of the videos that I created. So we'll see. In any case, here you can hear in the background the beautiful prelude music of Final Fantasy, which is something that I wanted to have on the version of the, you know, when I did that Steam version of the game, I wanted to have that music coming through, but for some reason it didn't. So I'm a bit bummed by that, but here you can hear it to its splendid melody. Sorry, I couldn't help it. So yeah, when I was playing the game, I actually stayed pretty long on the intro, just to make sure that you can get the full version of it. So let's wait a little bit and let's enjoy the music. You know what's funny is that you know that it's the Final Fantasy VII version, because at the end they have that change of melody that you just heard a few seconds ago, which I don't think is on any version that I know of. I know that the first time that they got the second part of the melody on the prelude of Final Fantasy was on Final Fantasy IV. So before Final Fantasy IV, there were only the harp at the beginning, and that was the only thing that you could hear. Anyway, here I decided to take the normal difficulty of the game, so you will see that I'm playing on normal mode. I tried the classic version as well. Look at that! Oh my god, Iris is so beautiful. I really loved what they did to her. Like, her design is perfect, it's amazing. They really did it really beautifully. So you can see that on this version actually the music starts earlier, which, you know, when I said on the previous version of my DOS an hour on Final Fantasy VII, I was like, was I wrong? Did the music start early enough at the start? And it is. Look at that, people not caring about nature anymore. After all, Final Fantasy VII, one of its main stories is the ecological catastrophes that could happen if people do not care about the planet. And this was done in 1997, guys. People were already thinking about that before. Oh my god, all those particles, so beautiful. Oh my god, they did that so amazingly. It's nearly perfect. It really looked like what it used to be on the Final Fantasy VII original version. So for those who play Crisis Core, they tried to reproduce that as well with Zack, which was very interesting. I can talk about that maybe in another video. Alright, Macro Reactor 1. So let's see what's gonna happen. And if you want to see the video without my annoying voice, maybe, if you think it's annoying, hopefully not. But I have a version that I recorded without my voice at all that you can see on YouTube. So I'm gonna share that into the description as well. Oh, look at that, Biggs and Jesse and Wedge. It looks so different. Same, but so different at the same time. Barrett. Which, by the way, if you read the... I guess on Kotaku they wrote Barrett with 2 T, but it's only 1 T. I was like, Barrett, I swear that it was B-A-R-R-E-T, and they wrote it with 2 T's, I think. But anyway, here's Cloud. Oh my god. Chapter 1, the destruction of Macro Reactor 1. So I did try to play a little bit with the camera, so I apologize about that. I just wanted to show like how it looks like and give you a little bit of ideas about what you can and cannot do. So I just tried to play with the sword and things like that before I get started.
Halt! Who goes there?
You're up.
Alright, we're up, guys. First battle. So I kept all the tutorials. In this case, just one quick thing is that you just press square to attack people. And what you can do is actually when you're in between two enemies, you can hold square, so like that it attacks both of them. So you saw that I earn a level, like they were level up. And I think that they gave some potion. One thing that I realized is that those things that is on the side are going so fast that sometimes you don't really know what's going on after the end of a battle. But I guess that we're just gonna find a way to potentially fix that in the future version, or allow people to have maybe a little bit more time to read through, because it really goes very fast to me in my opinion.
Who in the hell? Hands where I can see him!
Have fun.
So now they explain the ATB logic. So one thing that you need to know is that you can press square anytime that you want. But
Freeze!
one thing that's happening is that you see on the bottom right, you see that, yeah, you saw that my ATB charged 1 gauge. Thanks to that, you can actually use either items, either spells, or either some special abilities. So for example, here, if I remember properly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the Breather skill that Cloud has. Oh, I stayed longer than I thought on that tutorial. Anyway.
Enough of this.
So you see, abilities. It has 2, Braver and Focus Thrust. Actually, I think Focus Thrust is better than Braver, but I took Braver in this case. And you saw that both of them take only 1 ATB.
Let's go.
So there is a map now that you can press the big... I don't even know how they name that on the DualShock 4. Like there's that big thing where you can actually use your hand if you want to. So that's what I just did here. I'll just show you like how it looks like to get the map. And then after that I'm going to show you how to get the menu in. So when you go to the menu, it's pretty straightforward. I think it looks really cool the way they did it for. And you can see that like Kingdom Hearts, they have shortcuts now. So you have to think about the shortcuts. I don't think I did a lot of things with the shortcuts for. I think I just created one for fire, as you can see. But I don't think I used it that much. I really love what they did with that effect of turning the character around when you go inside the spells. So yeah, I just went through the classic menu just to show you all the different items that exist. I don't recall using the limit for Cloud, but you will see that later on. Actually, I do use the limit, but I think it's with Barret. And maybe I shouldn't have said something like that because it's kind of spoiling the video. But anyway, obviously for everyone who knows, like, you can also play with Barret eventually after that. I'm just showing everything that that demo has with a normal difficulty here. So one thing that is very important that I learned kind of like the hard way is that you cannot use items if you don't have your ATB charge. So that's something to consider, and that's why it's actually very interesting because I didn't realize that they would do that. You're probably gonna see it later on the demo and I'm probably gonna talk about it again. So yeah, I went through the whole manual just to show all the items pretty fast so that you're aware. So you see battle commands, items is part of being used with the ATB gauge, so don't forget about it. It's very important that you remember about that. So yeah, they do include something to flee, which is basically like any other classic action game. You just get out and then we're not gonna follow you. So I don't know if you realized it, but when I was at the beginning, you can see that there's a difference between being in a battle mode versus not being in a battle mode. It doesn't look that different when you see it in a video, but actually there is like a difference. You can see that your character are removing like all the fight
you got this.
items.
Yeah, what he said.
Jesse, Big and Wedge are not super helpful so far. Okay, so you can guard and evade. I'm very bad at that. You'll see, it's straight up bad. So what is great with guarding apparently is that you can have your ATB gauge faster thanks to that.
Come on. Is that it?
But you can see here my ATB wasn't really 100%.
Enough. Not bad.
So generally I notice that when something is in blue it means that you get a restorative item. When it's in orange it's more like magic, helping you from magic. But as you notice, compared to the original version, you're not directly going inside the reactor after you get... well, actually it's not true, even on the original version that we tried earlier. Oh, here's how to open the treasure chest. You just press triangle. You just have to press triangle. There's one treasure chest hidden here, so that's why I wanted to show it to you. Which offers you grenades, which I don't even think I tried. So when you're out of battle, you can also use the commands menu and you can use like as many items as you want. Don't need to have the ATB gauge because you don't have it anyway when you're not fighting. So yeah, you will see that sometimes there's boxes here and there that you can attack so that you can gain some little things here and there.
So what's Soldier Boy's deal? Is he one of us now? He's got balls, this, what was his name again?
Cloud Strife.
Right.
And he isn't a soldier anymore. Still, he's a professional, unlike the rest of us. I'm glad to have him.
This is a one-time gig. When it's done, we're done.
Real joy to work with, though. Guess I'm not on the same page as people.
They've almost got the
I'd
door.
say you're not even reading the same book.
So yeah, I just let you like listen a little bit to the voice acting and all the new
You'll keep us safe, right?
the new
Quiet?
dialogues that they have, because you can see that they added a little bit more dialogues
We're doing this.
compared to
We're
the
really
original
doing it.
version,
You'll
where
keep us
after
safe,
you get out of the
right?
train you're already at that door and then you just talk with people.
Come on, nobody do something this crazy just for money. They may not think you're a true believer, but you know what I think?
Not interested.
Alright, that's the sentence that he keeps using on Dissidia and Kingdom Hearts, not interested. And I think it's the same voice actor, it looks like the same at least.
You better be worth the money, Merc. Every last gil.
Graphics-wise, the game is beautiful. It's really, really, really beautiful. I think they did an amazing job. It's so good. Look at that shot when they show actually the macro reactor. It looks so great. In the original version, it looks so pixelated. So there is a target system with R3. I barely used it. Although you will see that sometimes it's a bit useful when, especially when some enemies have multiple places that you can attack on. So for example, one of the boss will have that. So here I'm gonna use focus thrust. What I'm doing that, oh, I missed. What I'm doing that is because the great news about it is that it will allow you to stagger the enemy. When you stagger an enemy, your attack is multiplied by 160%. So that's the best moment to attack the enemy.
Was never in doubt.
So you can see that the guard dogs have a lot of HP and are not that easy to beat. There's not that many of them to attack in that demo, but it's a good thing to know. You see as well that enemies can be what they call pressured. When they're pressured, they're getting closer to be staggered, and that's the best moment to actually do good attacks. So for those who play Octopath Traveler, you know that on the game is that notion of break, right? If you use the right weapon, you can actually break an enemy. It's pretty similar to that, the system of staggering, I guess, here. So as you can see, I used my first potion in the game because I wanted to make sure that I save some of my HP. I think that the potion is 350 HP. So you just have to know that. Oh, you obtain a Mughal medal. I don't even know what the Mughal medal do in this game actually. I didn't check. Well, I think I did, didn't I? Yeah, I don't know what it does. Actually, I should check that out on the web because I don't remember if I got it when I played on the classic mode. So yeah, just one quick thing, I played this demo twice. The first time that you see here, where I played for approximately an hour and 10 minutes. And then a second time where I play only for 45 minutes because the classic mode is so much more easier. But we'll talk about that maybe in details, especially at a certain moment of the game. But it was interesting to see the differences because I was very curious about that system of ATB. Because in classic mode, they are basically telling you on the classic mode that they they automatically attack when your ATB is charged, or something like
Not
that.
so fast. We've got company.
I didn't really understood the full logic of the version that you have in terms of classic mode. But classic mode was far too easy in my opinion compared to this one, to the normal mode that was much more harder. Which is good, by the way. It's always good to have something harder. But you can see that I'm not very good with the game, or at least not at that moment, because I didn't know how to play it at that time yet. I was trying to figure out, okay, but what does what?
Try this. Let's go.
So on this demo, gears are completely useless because you cannot do anything with it. Or at least I don't know if we could have. Maybe I didn't check it well enough, but I don't remember that it was helping you on anything. I guess we already moved from one of my first video to the second one. I think it was pretty flawless, but I think it was okay. I didn't see when we cut off, but that's okay. So you see that right now we're mostly beating security officers, which are pretty easy to beat. You must think that I love to turn around like crazy. Well, it's actually very true because I'm trying to figure out if there's anything hidden. Because I love doing that. And as you can see, there's like a treasure chest I'm opening now with 2 potions. And for the first time, you will see how to use the triangle in order to open something. Because there's 2 ways to interact with things. Triangle, just press and just do something, or triangle that you hold, and in this case you hold it. I think that's the only time in the demo you have to hold it, so it wasn't that interesting. Alright, now we're in the reactor at last. So you can see that it's much bigger what they have now in terms of map.
Go on and catch up with the others. Keep them safe, please.
Avoid.
Don't worry about me. Go.
Although the reality is that it doesn't make it
Okay?
long either, because my whole video here is only 1 hour and 10 minutes. And I completed the demo, so... Alright, we're on reactor 1.
Soldiers may attack on command, but I hear they make good guard dogs too. Bet you've seen a few reactors. So how do we get to the bridge above Mako storage? Ain't holding out on me, are you? Stamp scared to bite the hand that fed him? Or is he a loyal little doggy? Have it your way, Mutt. We can do this with you, or we can do this without you.
Different reactor, different layout. Depends when it was built. Never seen one like this, but I'll manage.
So you just noticed that in this demo, the first time that Cloud gets a headache is actually much earlier than in the original game. Also,
Don't
it's
you
super
worry.
amazing
They
to
will
see all
have the
those
door open
details.
soon.
Did you see all the details on Cloud's arms? You can
Don't
see
you
kind
worry.
of like
They
the
will have the door
muscles, and same thing in Barrett, like with all the
Damn, I'm good.
tattoos also that he has.
Who's there? Door! We'll wait! It's over!
That's my line.
Ah, this music is amazing. So it's the battle theme of the original game. So you can see here this each character apparently has a special mode, and for Cloud it's the Punisher mode. So when you do that, you cannot actually protect yourself at all, but your attack are twice stronger. And Cloud is a bit slow walking, so you can see. But you see, it's as if he's unleashed.
Let's move.
He always knows just what to say.
So obviously that's something new. But I think it's interesting because that means that eventually when you will have multiple characters that are different, you may be able to do things that are very, very different in the game. Maybe we can play with that as a puzzle or something too, but we'll see. I'm very curious to see what we're gonna do with all that.
Well, what are you waiting for?
Simmer down, hotshot.
I'm waiting for
Simmer
nothing.
down, hotshot.
I'm just trying to make a video that people can see stuff. I guess I need to
It's a good
simmer
thing I know
down.
someone who can get us the passcodes. Pity no one else at command will talk to us, but what can you do? And we're good.
They did quite a lot of effort on Jesse in that demo, by the way.
I got this.
I know
place
that a
covered.
lot of people felt that Jesse was always trying to be closer to Cloud, so maybe we wanted to make it a little bit more impactful on this version. So actually those Phoenix Downs that we got, they are very useful,
Security's
you'll
only
see
gonna get
why.
tight, so be ready. We can't afford any more mistakes. Security is only gonna get tighter, so be ready. We can't afford.
Looks like the elevator's on another floor. Mind pushing that button? Looks like the elevator. Mind pushing that
So
button?
as you can see, I always try to talk twice because I want to see if it's only a one-time
So, you
deal
know
or
Tifa,
if people
right?
say
It's
something
not
different.
really my business, but are you guys close?
Alright, that's when I go to the next video because I didn't want to miss some part.
Tifa and I.
It's very funny that we talk about Tifa right now when actually I don't even think she was mentioned in the hours that I did on the Steam version. Or was she? I don't even remember. But in any case, it wasn't really in the normal game. Same thing for this. You'll see Heidegger and actually the president of the Shinra.
These sewer rats appear to call themselves Avalanche, sir. We are currently investigating whether they belong to the same group that made the attempt on your life.
Aha!
Rest assured,
Well, for
our
those who
inquiries
watch
will not take
my
much longer.
videos about Before Crisis, you would understand that sentence.
This
So,
false sole
they
purpose is to
did
drain
take
the
back
planet
from
dry.
some of
While you
the
sleep,
universe
while you eat, while
of
you
the
shit,
Final Fantasy
it's
VII
here sucking
compilation.
up
It's really
Mako.
cool.
It doesn't rest and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me! You gonna stand there and pretend you can't hear the planet crying out in pain? I know you can!
You really hear that?
Damn straight I do!
Get help.
Say that again!
I'd
Well,
worry
the
less about the
theatrics on
planet
Barret
and more
are
about the
very
next 5
strong.
seconds. Save the screaming for later.
The thing that is interesting is that I guess that actually on the original game that's what we wanted from him because he kept moving too. It's kind of like the same way. So I don't know. Some people hated it from what I heard.
Our lives are on
The
the
ways that
line
they
now.
treated Barret, but I guess that's what the original
You
plan to
listening,
begin with
Merc?
in the past too.
One false move. And that happens.
Well, so much for having Cloud do all the fighting. There are some places a sword just can't reach. Just bear with him for me, would you?
Yeah.
They really made
Should've
Jesse
asked for
much
more
more
money.
flirtatious than in the original game. Alright, that's when we're gonna have a new character that we can play with. Right, so one thing to know is that with Barrett you have two types of attacks. You have a classic attack that is like a, obviously because he has a gun, it's helping to attack people that are not close to you. But then we have that system of overcharge. The overcharge is great because actually thanks to that you can do an attack that is very strong. So I think that I'm gonna do it pretty soon. Okay. The things that I wasn't sure about the first time that I used overcharge is that I know that they were saying, okay, but once you use it once, you have to charge it again. And I wasn't sure how to do that. It's actually pretty straightforward. If you press triangle multiple times, it will actually charge it faster than if you don't do that. So you have to play a little bit, to be fairly honest, between recharging and sometimes like just attacking with the normal thing. You can see that here it took a little bit of time to actually get that attack, so if you want to switch off character, you just have to use the touchpad, well the touch, the four touch items that you have on the left, the left or right.
Shut up and move over. Alright, well that's that. Don't overdo it. Don't forget to aim.
Oh yeah? How about I aim for your head?
So you see I was moving between the two characters just to show you how it looks like. And now that the battle is finished, I just wanted to show the menu. One very important thing to know is that Barrett on this demo has the Thunder spell and he also has the Cure spell. So if you want to heal yourself, Barrett can help you. Although the problem is that MPs are not easy to restore, so be very careful about what you do. So also at that moment I didn't know how to dash, which you will learn in about pretty soon. I thought I would go down. I guess I was looking around a little bit just to see if I missed anything. But you can see that graphically the game is amazing. It's pretty dark for. So maybe I should have changed to be a little bit lighter.
Look what we have here.
Okay, here's Jesse.
Great.
Those things will hurt more than your pride if you're careless. They'll cut you down to size and then some. But I'm guessing you've done this kind of thing before.
Yeah. Figure out the timing of the lasers. Then make a move when they cycle off.
Exactly. I'll go first. Nothing like a little danger to get the blood pumping.
Hey!
Alright.
Those baby blues of yours
The
on
usual
me.
thing in a Final Fantasy game, traps. And when you touch those traps, obviously you lose HP as usual. So as you can see now we can dash, and in order to dash you just have to press L3 or R3. I always use R3 because it's easier for me for some reason.
He's a natural.
I guess in the game I will do that quite a lot. For people who played Danganronpa V3, I'm within those people that kept using that system where you had to destroy items in the screen. Why I was doing this is that because it offers Monokuma points, coins.
Doing good, soldier.
But anyway, we're not talking about Danganronpa here, so let's go back to Final Fantasy VII. So you can see that sometimes you receive those free MP from those Mako shards. At the time I didn't realize that was happening, but it's really helpful and useful. So here I think I messed up, so you will see. I guess it's the last ones I messed up.
Nice job, Cloud.
But you see that it removes you only 9 HP, so it's nearly nothing.
Phew. Well, I'm glad that's over with. And we're almost at our objective. Look. They don't call those things sweepers for nothing. They can wipe out a whole squad in seconds.
Not if you wipe forward them first.
Alright, so sweepers actually on the original Final Fantasy VII, it's not even there yet. It's not in a macro reactor, in the first macro reactor. Instead you have those shock troopers, if you remember properly, but the rest of the monsters so far that we saw are exactly the same than on the original game. It's just the sweepers that are new. Did you hear the little variation in music? It's still the music of
That hunk of junk is a heavy weapons
dungeon,
platform.
but
If we rush in, we die.
Is that right?
Need to hit it with magic. That should give us an opening. Taking over.
I don't even remember if I tried magic. Or I thought that Cloud was the only one to have magic. And you see here that the first times I realized, oh, you need to have an ATB at 100 in order to use that. I didn't know. I didn't realize it was this way.
So long.
And then I screwed up because I used Braver instead of using magic. Ooh, that attack was very strong actually. You can see that unfortunately going on the back does not necessarily help you. So here it explains why staggering is important.
Hey, it's not moving.
And you can see that to stagger somebody depends on his weakness of his weak point. So it's not staggered yet, it's just pressured right now.
And we knock it down again. No time to complain. Calling fire.
Alright, the first times I'm using some magic here. Alright, now it's staggered.
Now's our chance. Go.
Don't need to tell me twice. I'm gonna enjoy this.
So here they ask you actually, they say that it's much better to use abilities because thanks to that you can do even better attack. I should have changed to Punisher mode at that moment, I don't know. Oh, I did. I don't know why I did that. I was like, oh, that's a mistake. Okay, so apparently some enemies will be, some of your characters can be paralyzed. You will see it actually later on in a better way than here, but I think that Barret was blocked. So I was obliged to stay with
I
Cloud.
mean your age, not your goddamn rank. Though for all I know, a soldier's rank could be the same as his age. Guess that make you a 1-year-old, huh? Live and learn.
You know, when you think about it, this sentence is kind of a spoil. Or at least for people who play the whole game, you can understand something special about it. In any case, Cloud's age is actually pretty important in the game because I think that some of the moments with Cloud and his mom talks about age, which I found very fascinating and interesting. But anyway, let's continue the demo so far. You can see that there's no enemy anymore and we're getting at the end of our visit to the reactor soon.
That's our target, the reactor core. Gotta set the bomb at the bottom. Let's get down there.
So playing a little bit with the menu because I wanted to make sure that you can see like the difference between Cloud and Barret in terms of stats. It's such a beautiful game. I think they really did an amazing job about it.
Hurry it up.
It's kind of weird to hear the character start talking in between scenes like that. Obviously on the original version we couldn't do that because of the restriction of the console, but nowadays we can do much better. It kind of remind me when I was playing Mass Effect, where we do that quite a lot. And in Mass Effect it was very great to have your characters just talking around when you're just going down a dungeon.
Heads up, boys. The end's in sight. I'll leave the rest in your capable hands. Good luck.
Thank you, Jesse.
Aw, you're choosing me over the reactor? That's sweet, but I'll wait my turn. Go blow her mind. Go on, shoo! Aw, you're choosing me over the
They
reactor?
really make her character that kind of like
Climb the ladder, dummy.
flirting with Cloud. It's very interesting. I know that she kind of was doing that on the original game too, or at least that was maybe the intent too, but not as heavily as what we do here. I'm wondering if you take certain action, if it does something specific. Kind of like what they did with the God Saucer of the original game. So I didn't realize that there was that machine attacking me from the sky.
Take the lead.
I should have switched to... oh, okay, I did switch. Ooh. I must have forgotten here that the video stopped, or maybe I couldn't start it again, because you can see that it suddenly switched. But I'm sorry about that, but as you can see, it's still okay.
How comforting.
They're very strong in terms of attack. I never realized that when I was playing the game. So you see, it's much more harder to understand what's going on around you than in the original game. At the same time, I guess that it's more like that in every game nowadays. You need to be much more careful about all the things around you. I guess in general the UI of the game is pretty clean and beautiful. It may be a bit too small for me from time to time to really see what's going on, but at the same time we don't want to hide the beautiful graphics that you have. It's so beautiful. So I guess if you offer some kind of zoom service systems that can change the thing for people, that would be amazing. Because for me, I would probably make it a teensy bit bigger for me. Things are too hidden for me right now. Because in Kingdom Hearts, when you think about it, it's much easier to see because you have that big health item on the left. I don't remember how they did it in Final Fantasy 15. I will have to play that back just to see.
All right, let's see if Little Stamp really can bite the hand that feeds. Go on, do the
Oh
honors.
my god, that's so beautiful.
Prove to me you're the man Tifa says you are. That you're one of us.
Never said I was. I'm just here for the paycheck.
Then do the damn job!
The details of the shadows and the details of the coloring and the change of the change of lightning. Everything's so beautiful. They really did an amazing job.
What's wrong?
I'm fine. What about the timer?
Your call, Merc.
So it's funny because generally it's 20 minutes, but I decided to take the 30 minutes because I was like, okay, it's a
That
demo, I
long
just want to
enough
see
for
what's
you?
going on if you do that. And you know what? If you take the 20 minutes alarm, actually you get 1 or 2 seconds of additional footage at the end. I can talk about what that is when we're at the end of the demo. So here it is, the Scorpion,
Reinforced armored plating,
the first
but the
enemy
internals
of
can
the
be
game.
overloaded.
The Scorpion
Lightning
Sentinel.
No other option, huh?
So you see, when we were talking about magic, I was like, what they're talking about? And he said I was using fire because I thought, okay. Oh my god, did he say the words that I heard? I think he did. He did a swearing.
Got anything you want to say? Funny way to ask for help.
One thing that I didn't realize with the Scorpion Sentinel is that actually there were multiple places that you can attack in.
Thought you were full of shit.
Think whatever you want. Just do it.
I had to wait that Claude told me that we have magic in order to do the magic. That's amazing. I didn't even try any of those. Actually, even on the classic one, I never tried those.
Gotta win this one for the pleasure.
I got this. What are you doing?
Sure am glad I paid you a fortune in this.
You ain't paid me yet.
They did a good job with voiceover that's happening during battle, so I found that really cool. So you can see that I was pretty bad in that battle. I didn't realize a lot of things. So now we kind of start to be in the second mod
The hell is that?
of the enemy.
Never seen this defense system before.
Thought you were the expert.
So what's your brilliant plan, genius?
It's my time to shine.
Or go down in flames.
So you see that actually even here there were 2 things I could have attacked, and that's why when I did Thunder it didn't work, so I lost an ATB for nothing, and I didn't realize that up until much later too, so... You see this field generator? So that's what you have to attack when it's being protected.
Damn it! This thing is tough!
It wouldn't be much of a weapon if it went down easy.
Don't compliment the giant scorpion!
There's no point trying to run.
It's kind of like clever. I was nearly dead. Notice that unfortunately I'm gonna die once with Barrett, I think. So I had to save it with Cloud.
I ain't going down fighting a goddamn scorpion! This ain't nothing! Getting woozy. Need to back myself up ASAP.
So you can see that here I didn't realize yet that you cannot use items up until your ATB charges up. So I was like, shoot, what's going on?
I ain't going down fighting a goddamn scorpion. Why now?
Okay. It's on you.
Guess it's my turn. You think I care about a few cuts and bruises? 'Cause I don't.
I don't know why I didn't think about attacking the field generator. It was very interesting because I guess I didn't realize a lot of things when I was playing.
There's no point trying to run.
Hell yeah, baby!
Now's our chance. Give it everything you've got.
Limit break! Yeah! So I think I had the limit for Barret and I think I used it. Oh no, he died. So maybe because of that I didn't use it.
Gotta heal up. Still up for it? Need help? Need to do something about these wounds.
So you see that's why you have to be smart in this game and make sure that you guard, so like that your ATB is going up faster. And I didn't realize that at that time. And you can see that we can counter-attack you.
Hiring you was a mistake. This one right here is for the flag.
Limit!
Hey, you really gonna make me deal with this on my own? Got some fight left in you. Bring in the heat. We gonna let this thing keep pushing us around? I don't think so. Fall on this.
So you can see that the Scorpion is at half of his health right now.
Gotta do something about that
What's so
barrier
stupid? Oh my god. So you can see that for this, I think that what I should have done too is to make sure that I use the target system with with the R3 button.
You think I care about a few
Right.
cuts and bruises? 'Cause I don't.
Must be strong. They can
Come
pick
on.
you up.
You know, sometimes I nearly want to say Squad instead of Cloud, which is hilarious.
You good?
Not as good as I'd be if you'd actually tried to help me out.
Deal with that.
Gotta love it. Ah!
Steady.
We gonna let this thing keep pushing us around? I don't think so.
That it?
So I guess I could have finished the fight much faster if I understood how to play the game. Alright, he lost his
If I heal up.
Alright, there is the third part of the battle.
Watch the tail. You don't want to be hit by that laser.
Watch the tail!
What do we do?
Don't get hit. Take cover behind that debris.
So you see, I was so far away, so I didn't realize that there were debris in the front.
Be careful. Now, go!
You need me, huh? Asshole! I ain't going down fighting a goddamn scorpion! Hey, it's doing that thing
No
again!
MP left,
cover and
so I
hunker
needed
down.
to...
Again and again and again! Now!
So you can see that it's a pretty smart battle system actually. I really liked it. I think that there's a lot of interesting things that you can do with it. You just need to understand how it works. And now that I know a little bit more about how it works, I will probably appreciate it even more.
We gonna let this thing keep pushing us around? I don't think so. Hit fire!
I don't know why I didn't protect myself most of the time, so like that I get a higher chance to actually get my ATB charged up faster. No, I could have used the grenade. I didn't even try that.
Getting woozy. Need to back myself up ASAP.
I really love what they did with all those voice acting while they know that you have low health and stuff like that.
Now, get in there and do some damage.
So I think we're gonna get close to the fourth part of the battle.
Could keep going if I heal up. Want some more?
Oh, what happened? Oh shoot. So apparently I'm missing a part of a demo, unfortunately, like the last part where actually I beat the enemy. How much that I got that? Anyway, so what's happening is that you beat him, and then once you beat him, the alarm sets up, and that's when you have to run. And the last part of the enemy is just to attack the left leg and the right leg. So we didn't miss that much.
That's that.
So right now our goal is to escape. Alright, so as the previous version, Jessie is getting stuck somewhere. In this case, you have to save her. There's no choice. I tried to go back on the classic mode and you cannot.
Help a girl out, would you?
You have to save her. There's no way that you can let her be and then she's gonna automatically come back to
We'll
you.
link up over there. Look after Jesse.
Come this way. This route should lead us straight to Barrett. Probably.
And by the way, instead of going very slow like this on the ladders, you can actually use R3 to go down super fast. I didn't know that either when I played the game at that time, but you can.
Don't look back. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're running out of time.
Shut up and climb. You're not helping.
Sorry, it keeps me focused.
Wow.
I'll break down if I don't talk.
That's the second time that Cloud says something that has like swearing in it. Well, I guess that shut up is not necessarily a swear. Well, no, it is. But as you know, Cloud is supposed to be somebody very strict in a way, the way they're speaking.
Barret!
I've got you covered. Find us a way out of here.
But then...
Don't worry, I'll be fine. I've got Soldier Boy with me.
So it's funny because on this version you can see that Barret and Cloud have hearings.
They're here. Take them down. We don't have time for this shit. The clock's ticking.
And we are back to a normal fight. Oh, I forgot to mention that on the part that you couldn't see that apparently I missed when I took the video, and I apologize for that. You can see the director of a Shinra actually pressing a button or doing something, as if actually they knew that they wanted to destroy that reactor anyway. Which I'm curious about. I'm really curious about, like, seeing why that is happening. Probably something related to a combination. In any case, here another fight with a sweeper, which I think was much more easier at that time, because I knew a little bit more how to play the game. What you can see is that Cloud's attack on the sweeper are not very strong. So what I should have done is actually using the thunder again with Barret. Because Barret got healed, but not Cloud. I don't know if you realize that, but that's what happened. Oh right, we beat the sweeper. So go, 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 go. We have only 30 minutes. And you'll see that, to be fairly honest with you, I could probably have done the 20 minutes and still be okay, because you will see that there's only, what, 7 minutes left on this video? So you can guess that it took me only 7 minutes to get the head out.
We got a whole lot of company.
No
So yeah, once again with that enemy that I couldn't see because it was up.
Never in doubt.
But Barret killed it pretty fast, so I need to do much. So you can see that the demo is still pretty generous in terms of how they help you on a bunch of stuff, but at the same time still make it a little bit hard. And I really appreciate that. I think that was a great thing for them to do. Ah, here's a shock trooper, and you can see that they're very strong. They can dodge your attack pretty fast, especially the one from Barret. So you better use Cloud in this case.
Nothing to it.
Ah, Barret got to level up. So you can see that level up actually does not give you back your HP or MP.
We ain't going down without a fight.
Which is good, because some games nowadays, like every time that you level up, you're getting back all your HP and MP. I guess it's better sometimes. I'll be fairly honest with you that sometimes it makes it better. Like for example, I really appreciate it on Octopath Traveler when they heal you back the whole thing after you get to level up. So this kind of thing I think that you learn obviously when you play a game.
Take care of those wounds
That was
before you bleed
very
out.
good attack.
Gotta be careful. You're done.
I could have been smarter here and maybe use the Punisher mode to see if it helped me.
Now you're in for it. After you.
Need my help, do you?
So let's see if I was Sentry Ray. You cannot really see them pretty easily. And that was... Oh, I had my limit with Cloud.
Take the lead.
I should have used it! Well, I couldn't do that much because the enemy was on the top. You see, I locked it this time. I was smart.
Hey, did you see me in action?
Alright.
Missed it.
And that's about it. You'll see that once you get out of here, it's finished. So I was saying that if you take the alarm to 20 minutes, you get something special. You'll see that after that, now, there's not gonna be much left to do.
Sir.
Well, I'm wondering if he doesn't talk because something happened before Crisis that make him mute. Well, maybe I'm gonna continue that RPG Maker version of the game. I remember that on the demo, well, when we tried it for an hour, we just said that I don't know if I'm that interested playing it because
Come on.
it's pretty straightforward, but it seems that I should, because it will help me know more about the game overall, and I'm curious about that new character that we introduced in it. Her name was Elfie. I don't know why I couldn't say Elfie.
Doors open.
Did you see that transition from a cutscene up to a real part of the game? Amazing. It was perfect. Like the engine of the game is like perfect.
If I couldn't, believe me, you'd be the first to know.
I'll take that as a yes.
Alright, so we are all getting out. What's going on?
Okay, that was pretty cool.
Oh wow, he knows how
Alright,
to
come
jump.
on.
Alright. It seems that it's a little bit of a spoiler of the upcoming of a reactor where something else happened. So you can see that the destruction of the reactor makes the whole city goes dark. And that's it! Now the only things that we show are a bunch of moments of the game, just to show you like some little things here and there. And note that if you did the 20 minutes on the alarm, you will get an additional cutscene here that shows Sephiroth. That's it. So I was like, okay. But you can see that it's much bigger than what it used to be. So it'll be very interesting to see how much you can visit Midgar. And that's about it, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you soon, and bye. Thank you so much for watching Toss a Show and seeing the demo played of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Bye bye.